Hello, and welcome to Lights On Lebanon. In 2016, the T.F. Moran Corporation was hired to inspect the holes that had developed in the floor of Firehouse Number 1. In general, the slab within the meeting room has settled significantly, causing cracks and complete collapse above sub-slab voids. It is our understanding that the settlement has occurred over the past 5 to 7 years. Sections of the meeting room slab have been partially removed, exposing the soil conditions below. TFM measured a void below the slab of approximately 12 inches. And a differential settlement of approximately 6 inches compared to a point along the exterior wall. The exterior CMU walls did not show any signs of cracking or settlement. TFM also investigated the minor slab cracking that is present within the apparatus bay. Soil conditions themselves were not investigated. This floor was repaired in the fall of 2022. In 2020, we hired the HEB Engineers Incorporated to inspect both stations. Let's stay with station number 1. Here in 2024, we realized that the first 2 suggestions, remove the existing settling slab and replace the soil, has already been done. Numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6 can all and should be done. Replacing the existing roof is not necessary. This is a metal corrugated roof. It is repairable, and if it is properly maintained, will continue to keep the weather out. Installing structural ceiling number 8, we've been advised against that. It adds too much weight to the trusses. Stop using the attic area. Number 9, we've already stopped that. Number 10, we would obviously consult with code officials for all necessary reasons. Number 11, we would continue to monitor any movement of the building in the future. This is a sketch of a possible post and beam system that would work. This is a good way to almost double the load capacity of the existing trusses. The 2023 Engineers Report. It starts with this preamble. If the existing building is going to continue to be used as the town's permanent fire station, well, this is an incorrect assumption. We want to repair the damage caused by the severe lack of maintenance over the last decade. Then, the building would be usable again for the interim. HEB recommends perform a geotechnical assessment of the site with borings to determine the soil bearing capacity and frost susceptibility. Review the adequacy of existing footings. Number 2, remove all the finishes from the inside of the building in order to review all of the existing structures. Number 3, add a horizontal layer of rigid insulation over the existing footings to protect them from frost. Well, let's look at numbers 1, 2, and 3. I say, we want to repair what has been neglected, not tear it all apart for a full renovation. We understand we need a new and modern facility, but we believe this facility still has plenty of years left in her while we work through that process. We do not need more engineering studies, except on any repairs that need to be signed off on, like the steel post and beam sketch proposal. The foundation has not been found to have any problems from frost heaving yet, so that suggestion is just totally overkill. The only boring that needs to be done is inside the building when we relocate the waste vent and drain pipe that is under the concrete. We need to locate the existing pipe so as to install a new one and connect it on both ends. The old pipe can remain there. Now we move down. Reinforce the existing CMU walls by cutting into the blocks as necessary, installing reinforcing bars, and fully grouting the cells. The general contractor we hire will have a mason subcontractor who will be able to perform all the work necessary to repair and refurbish the block walls. Replace or reinforce the existing roof framing to meet current snow load requirements by adding supports or reinforcing certain members of the trusses. Repair any damaged or rotten truss members as necessary. I propose we do reinforce it and repair any damaged trusses. We have a proposal shown in the steel sketch, and with approval from the engineer on the sketch, the roof can be reinforced in this way with a steel beam erected with posts to be placed between the second and third garage bay doors. This is close to the midway point of the clear span 65-foot long trusses. Replace the existing roof to prevent additional water damage. The engineer did not inspect the roof. Metal roofs can be repaired. Metal that is rusted or fatigued can be replaced or patched. Corrugated metal roofs are very common, and they have to be painted with the proper coating to stay watertight. The metal roof system moves a lot from temperature extremes. This movement causes the seams to crack and nail holes to open enough that leaks can occur. This is solved by proper maintenance and recoating the roof on a regular basis. If you stop this maintenance, the roof will leak. We need a competent contractor to refurbish the roof. A general contractor can find that person. Now it goes on with some pretty regular old consult with code officials type suggestions and monitor the building for additional movement, which we're going to keep our eye on it. And the last one is retain HEB to design the repairs. I don't think we can afford that. See, the way I look at it, an engineer can find fault with an orgasm. You need work done, hire a contractor. In this episode, we illustrate the approach our select board took when confronted with these maintenance problems. Ask yourself, would you call an engineering firm if you had a hole in your concrete floor? If you ignored their suggestions and didn't fix it, would you call another engineering firm to look at it again 4 years later? And would you add to have them look at the entire building at that point? Ask yourself these questions. Enjoy.